Welcome to TLDR Movies and Books, your shortcut to great stories. Our story begins with the Creed family, Lewis, a doctor, his wife Rachel, and their two young children, Ellie and Gage, who move to a new home in the small town of Ludlow, Maine. Their house sits beside a busy highway, and in the woods behind it is a local Pet Sematary, a crude burial ground for the town's deceased animals. Their elderly neighbor, Judd Crandall, shows them a place beyond the Pet Sematary, an ancient Mi'kmaq burial ground. Judd warns Lewis that the ground there is sour, but reveals its dark secret. Anything buried there comes back to life. When Ellie's beloved cat, Church, is killed on the highway, Lewis, desperate to spare his daughter the pain of loss, ignores the warning and buries the cat in the sour ground. The cat returns, but it's not the same. It's vicious, slow, and smells of the grave. Tragedy strikes when the Creed's toddler son, Gage, is hit and killed by a truck on the same highway. Consumed by a grief so powerful it eclipses all reason, Lewis decides to do the unthinkable. He exhumes his son's body, and against all warnings from Judd and the ghost of a patient he once lost, buries Gage in the ancient burial ground. Gage returns from the dead, but what comes back is not his son. It is a malevolent, demonic entity inhabiting his child's body. The creature that was once Gage begins a night of terror, murdering Judd Crandall and then his own mother, Rachel. Lewis, horrified by the consequences of his actions, is forced into a final, terrible confrontation. He battles the demonic child and, in an act of mercy, ends its unholy life. But Louis, now completely broken and insane, has learned nothing. Believing that this time it will be different, he takes his wife's body and carries her toward the burial ground, convinced that the sour earth can fix his mistakes. The novel ends with Lewis sitting alone in his house, hearing the sound of his reanimated wife's footsteps approaching and a cold, dead hand falling on his shoulder. If you enjoy these deep dives into great stories and want to support the channel, you can find a link in the description below. Every bit helps us continue to bring more summaries to you.